guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode. Before we get into the podcast, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, there has been a lot of speculation that Cardi B is going to make a big comeback. Allegedly, she is making a comeback. Allegedly, her payola package has been renewed and she's ready to top the charts again. There has been whispers that she got a ladies' night collab. You know, she's finna bring out Lil' Kim back from the dead, allegedly. They're saying that she's going to be helping Lil' Kim get her buzz back. Here's the thing. I don't think that Cardi B can make a successful return unless she gets a major pop collaboration. I don't think a rapper can even help Cardi B chart. Okay? Now, she might do something with Megan again, but I don't think it's going to debut at number one because we already got WAP. I think if she come back out with Megan Thee Stallion, it could possibly go top 10. Okay? Depending on the budget. As for her album sales, I feel like she can do like maybe 180. Mind you, Cardi B did say, I think it was back in 2021, that she is planning on putting, WAP, and I believe it's up on her album, even though they came out like 3 years ago. But considering that she was supposed to put out an album in 2021, that's why she wants to put those songs on the next album. I don't know if she can do that, though. There should be like a time limit as to when you can put a single on your next album. I think if it didn't come out last year, you can't put it on. Now, she can put Hot Garbage on her next album. I think that would make more sense, but she don't want to put Hot Garbage on her album because that flopped. She gonna try to put like Yesterday 2 and, WAP and Up on her album, so that will help increase the sales. And allegedly, if she puts all three of those singles on her album, she can go platinum within a week or gold within a week, allegedly. That's why artists do that. Now, moving on from that. So, Cardi B, Pull Up, single that she put out back in her mixtape days. The credits are circulating, and allegedly Nicki Minaj is on one of the writing credits. Now, I looked it up personally, and I didn't see Nicki Minaj's name. So some people are saying that it was edited, but Cardi B has since clapped back, and she reposted a video from Love and Hip Hop where she was in the studio writing to that song. Okay? Now, I don't remember watching that clip when she was on Love and Hip Hop. But, the clip is, on her Twitter where she posted it. And to me personally, I don't believe that, Nicki wrote the song Pull Up by Cardi B. She might have sampled Nicki Minaj possibly. Or maybe, she took a line from Nicki Minaj. I have never listened to that song. So I don't know if she did sample Nicki Minaj or not. But that's what I think is the reason that Nicki would possibly get a writing credit. If you sample an artist, you have to give them a writing credit. If you use a line that an artist previously used, you have to give them a writing credit legally or they can sue you. That's what she did with Kodak Trash when, she put out Bodak Yellow, because that was originally his song. And I believe that if Nicki wrote for Cardi B, she would have already blasted her for it, okay? Because Nicki doesn't like Cardi B. So she would never keep that secret for her. Oh, I can't tell nobody I wrote for you. She would have been aired Cardi B out, whether it was a slick shot in a song or on social media that she wrote for Cardi B, okay? Because she wrote for Remy Ma, which is public information. I think it was that album she did with Fat Joe. She has a writing credit on that album. Remy Ma and Fat Joe both flopped back in 2017 when they put out that joint album. And in Rack It Up, she said tell BMI and Joe, run me my dough. And BMI is a publishing company for songwriters. So to me, if Nicki was, comfortable throwing a shot at Remy and Fat Joe for them owing her money for a writing credit, she definitely would have blasted Cardi B. So I really don't fully believe that Nicki Minaj wrote for Cardi B, because I feel like Nicki would have aired her out. Okay? Especially all the shit Cardi B has talked, and she throwing shoes and she's sending sneak disses via Partisan Fontaine. I think Nicki would have definitely aired her out, in my opinion. Now, she could have sampled Nicki, but this was before her and Nicki were beefing. Okay? Like I said before, this is when she was on Love and Hip Hop after becoming a stripper. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Is Doja officially uncanceled? Okay? Fans are talking about how The Town is Dead is doing well on social media, and how the fans have forgiven her for her antics that she did on social media, and saying how she don't love them, she doesn't know them, and how she's happy that she lost like 500 or 600,000 followers on Instagram. Now, here's the thing. Doja, to me, is not really uncanceled, but it's more of her being protected. Now, I'm not going to directly say what it is on YouTube, but what do Champagne Thickums and Doja have in common? Okay? Once you figure out that, then you know why they are protected in the industry. I don't really believe that all of Doja's numbers are organic, because how are you always topping the charts, quote unquote, and number one on Spotify? She's number one on Spotify. She breaks a record every single day, but you don't got no solo number ones. That's very interesting to me. Like, you think about it, every day chart data posts that Doja Cat broke a record, yet she never goes number one. The last time she went number one was with Nicki Minaj. Let's be very clear. Planet Her didn't even debut at number one. Okay? And Planet Her had Woman that was very successful, Kiss Me More, N-Words Ain't Ish, Get Into It Yeah, which samples Nicki Minaj, Need to Know. That was very popular. Song with Ariana Grande. So to me, it's like, I don't really fully believe Doja Cat's numbers are organic, like I said before. And then on top of that, she didn't even tour the Planet Her era. Okay, she didn't go on no tours the Planet Her era, and she strategically dropped tickets for the new era before any single dropped, because she knew that if she puts out singles that people don't really like, or if they're, demonic, people weren't going to buy tickets. So she announced that she went on tour before she even announced, The Town is Dead and Detention. So to me, it's all about chess move and Doja Cat being protected. I don't really think that Doja Cat gets genuine support, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. Now, Nicki Minaj claps back at the person that was swatting her and calling the cops on her, saying that, she was harming Papa Bear. I think they were hoping that the cops would find some substances or drugs or arrest Kenny. People are saying it was a Cardi B fan. But I, think that this person was being paid to call the cops on Nicki Minaj, okay? Nicki Minaj tweeted and said, "To the women who made these swatting calls, to my home, was it worth it, Dumbo?" Okay? And then she also tweeted and said, "Stephanie Bell, a warrant is in the system. Great detective work, so grateful. The DA filed one count for the swatting call and one for the false report to DCFS. To God be the glory." Okay, that's what Nicki Minaj said yesterday on Twitter. And then people were posting this picture of the lady that they believe is Stephanie Bell, because if you guys remember, Nicki had posted this girl's picture a few weeks ago. So some fans believe that this could be a Stephanie Bell. She looked like a cracked out Pamela Anderson to me. Like she done been pimped out, worn out, ran through, coked out. That's what she looked like to me. Can she even make a swatting call? She look like she has been coked out for the past 10 years. Wait. No. We're not going to do that today. I'm just saying this girl kind of looks scary. Ugh. And I believe that this person was being paid. Okay, clearly. There's no way you would make a swatting call twice on a celebrity and get nothing out of it. Either, they gave her some substances or she got paid to do this to Nicki Minaj, because I don't believe that somebody would just do this for free. Somebody is getting something out of it, okay? And to be quite honest, I think that they were hoping that Nicki would get caught doing something. That's why they made those swatting calls. They were hoping that the powder allegations that Scratch Off made towards Nicki Minaj were true, okay? They were hoping that they would find some substances, or they would find Kenny doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, okay? But it seems as though both Nicki and Cardi B are going to be heading out to the courthouse. Now, some fans are saying that Nicki only announced this girl because Cardi B and after that Barb. And fans are saying that the person that came after Nicki Minaj is a Cardi B fan. They look alike for sure, but I think that girl is a crackhead in my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying she is, but I just feel like she looked like one. No shade. And on top of that, it could not be the girl. It could be a random girl, but Nicki did post that girl. Okay, so it possibly could be her. And to me, that girl don't look like she need to be going to jail. She looked like she need to be going to rehab. Okay? She looked like she need to go to rehab, a mental asylum, something. Now, Ice Spice Dëäl drops 8 spots on the Payola Hot 100. Fans are calling her a flop. Fans wanted me to address this. And like I said before, I like Ice Spice. Well, not really. But, I tolerate Ice Spice. I don't think that she's one of the worst female rappers out there, especially with Sweetie and Sexy Red. She definitely isn't the least talented one. We got Carisha, we got Sexy Red, we got Sweetie. There's still Cardi B, who doesn't really write. So she's not the least talented female rapper, but, she's still not one of the best. To be quite honest, I kind of forgot about Ice Spice. I feel like Sexy Red has been making a lot of noise, and the attention has been, on her in recent months. I forgot about Ice Spice, low-key. Barbie World was cute. And, Princess Diana, song that she did with the Chart Obsessed Racists and the Pink Panthers record, but those were all collaborations. And like I told you guys about Ice Spice, she doesn't have her own fan base. So that's why her solo songs don't top the charts. The Barbs, not all of them, but some of the Barbs support Ice Spice. Okay? And so that is her fan base. But with Nicki Minaj releasing music, the main focus will be on Nicki. Okay? I feel like if Nicki wasn't out, and yeah, she's not releasing music right now, but she's gearing up to drop an album. So, the Barbs are saving up the coins for that. They're not worried about Ice Spice. Okay? Dëäl was cute, but it's not like it was a cultural reset. So that's what people don't realize. If I was a female rapper, me personally, I would not collaborate with Cardi or Nicki Minaj my first 3 years in rap, because I don't want people to feel like I'm choosing sides as a female rapper, okay? Because hypothetically, what if Ice Spice wants to collab with Cardi B? Now, yes, she scrapped the Munch remix, but I think she also scrapped the Munch remix, which Cardi B was on, because Cardi B is flopping. If Cardi B was topping the charts like Nicki Minaj, the chart-obsessed racist, she would have done the collaboration, but because she sees that Cardi B is out here flopping, she's like, what's the point? You know, we might as well scrap it because I don't think that she's going to take me to the top 10 or the top 5 like Nicki Minaj. So you got to understand that most of Ice Spice's recent collaborations have been with A-listers and people that can chart. She's not charting with the DNF listers like Cardi B. No shade. Moving on to Sexy Red. You know, fans are saying that Sexy Red is an industry plant because she was opening up for Champagne Thickums on tour. And then she posted up with Tyler, the Creator. Me personally, I don't think that Sexy Red is an industry plant, but she's the new it girl. And I'm actually shocked that she hasn't gotten signed already. Okay, but then again, Sexy Red is a terrible rapper. No shade. But I'm shocked none of these major labels even decided to, sign her. Lola Brooke is signed, and Lola Brooke is flopping. No shade. Okay? Glow Stick is signed, and Glow Stick don't make no noise. So I'm actually very shocked that, nobody has tried to sign Sexy Red, but maybe she'll get signed in the future. Now, next, we have to discuss Megan Thee Stallion. Now, in my video yesterday, I talked about how Public and Columbia are allegedly fighting over Megan Thee Stallion. They want to sign her to their label. And a lot of people are wondering, why are labels trying to sign Megan Thee Stallion, potentially buy her out of her contract with 1501 because she's still in contract with them if she's not really selling? And I believe that it has a lot to do with the fact that this case with Tory Lanez went in Megan's favor. So a lot of labels feel like they're going to capitalize off of it. I think a lot of labels think that now that Megan is clear off of the Tory Lanez situation, that they can possibly benefit and profit off of the fact that people will now support Megan Thee Stallion based on the fact that some people, not all, some people may support Megan Thee Stallion because they feel bad for her in regards to the shooting incident, okay? I don't think everybody's going to support Megan Thee Stallion, but you got a few people, even somebody watching this video, who straddled the fence, and because Megan Thee Stallion won her case, even if people don't really believe her, they're going to be Team Megan Thee Stallion, okay? And, there's a lot of people who I believe that they don't really mess with Megan, but they're one of the people that are kind of like straddle the fence. And even if they're not Team Megan, they're going to be Team Megan because that is the popular thing to do. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, a lot of black people are not going to support Megan Thee Stallion. That's why she's going to go the Caucasian route, okay? That's why she's doing that musical that probably wouldn't be shocked if it flopped. I think it's called like The Parent Trap, or the gay version of The Parent Trap. She's doing that to try to get more attention from white media, okay? So I think that's what labels are trying to do. They're trying to capitalize off of the situation she has with Tory Lanez. And for the people who are saying, oh, well, it's not Megan Thee Stallion's case. Well, it is. Because Megan Thee Stallion testified in court. Let's be very clear. Even though it was Tory Lanez versus the state, she went up there, testified in court after lying on Good Morning America, no shade. And then on top of that, she wrote a letter begging the judge to give him the maximum amount of time in jail. So clearly, she has influenced the case. So you can't say, oh, it's Tory Lanez versus the state when, she's clearly involved. Okay, it's Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion. and Tory Lanez is going to jail. Okay? Now, allegedly, her case with 1501 got pushed back to next year. She may not even get signed to another label this year, but I think she's trying to plan for her contract with 1501 to be over, so that way when she cuts ties with them, she can jump right in to signing with a new label and drop some music. Okay? And that's honestly a chess move. I do feel like 1501, they really haven't helped her career. They haven't elevated her. Carl is kind of messy, no shade. But I think Carl became messy when she signed to Roc Nation and she basically said F 1501. That's when he got a little bit messy. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in to my podcast episode. I will see you guys in the next video and have a great day.